control.
10 seconds left.
Yeah, just taking their time, making sure that they clear out everything before going for the plant on the site. Now comes down to a full retake, and Yushina's not in the worst of spots. You can see Nuke looking to try and get a little bit aggressive, and he will have actually heard the steps. I think he's actually been scanned up as well, so they know that he's in this corner. Maybe looking to try and isolate him, but Nuke actually wins it, and what a turret I think would have even got that kill if Beto hadn't.
Burst saved him. I thought AIM was about to have a free kill. He will in the end, grabbing a frag and putting a 3 versus 3 on the board. G2 need to run down that clock on this one, but they're losing players left, right, and center. Now we've got post plan set up here from Viper Avova, lining that one up from middle. We've seen those snake bites missed before, but not by a player like Avova. Eventually they'll be able to start this defuse, at least start to tap it away. The shock dart now moving around here. We've got Nuke coming in from mid, but he's got to be quick on this one. In fact, he hasn't even got an angle. That's a defuse as easy as can be for BBL.
So I guess he didn't really have a choice.
You could give it to someone else.
Someone else, yeah.
Yeah, it's like, this
could be perfect, though. I don't think they expected to be this far forward, and they are trying to go over the top, but there's players already watching it. Turco, the latest addition, again, just putting up numbers. He was fantastic in the series we saw versus Supermassive Blaze, and it seems like he might be on once again. AIM-DLL is there to close it out, 3-2. BBL G2 are aware they're going to take a much deeper port of control, and now the wraparound in the retake's going to come back in, but look how much space G2 have already taken.
They've seen the wall now, though. Surely at this point, BBL start to suspect it, and indeed, you can see how cautious Poor is being in taking these head peek angles. I don't know that he's going to expect someone to already be up that close, though. The early flank could come through from Meadow. These players on site need to hold on. They've already lost Mixwell on the op. Meadow needs to be quick on this one, making his way in through kitchen only now, and a double kill for Cutie. This is scary. He's down below, diffusing halfway already. The peak comes out, it's up the wall, and it's not enough. Just the 1 kill found easily. Map control. This seems to be a very readable, you know, they push B or they push A. That's Viper Wall's there. That's the site they're going to take. Mixwell's back up and online. Aslan down. Advantage swaps hand. And G2 just keep it going. This retake now looks very difficult indeed, but Cutie's still alive, still finding frags, and BBL don't want to give up on this one just yet.
And finally he falls. They've got a wall on the other side, but nothing they can really do with it. It's left onto Turco. 1 versus 3. I don't think they know where he is, but I don't imagine that's going to play much of a part, especially with this corner spot just not expected, and Meadow will swing. Decent A execution, but yeah, I'm...
Because what do they do if they push B? They just lose all the control. There's no one there to fight it. And they can't go back because they'd have to run through so much uncontrolled territory. Could be a player around any corner. Instead, you've got to go into this, well, what was a stack and what is now a free site. They've just overwhelmed them.
Yeah, that's all it's come down to. I think the last few rounds, G2 have realized we can just trade these out. As long as we're getting that refrag every single time, it's not so much of a problem. And, well, now there needs to be more aggression, and they're just waiting for those players to peek into the crosshair. Kushner, unfortunately, again, was on the wrong side of the map, so now he's in a 1 versus 4 retake versus a Viper's Pit with an op. In case you... Oh, no, never mind. No Viper's Pit anymore. Hey, that's a plus.
Nice of Avova. Give him a chance. Oh, my God! That shouldn't be legal. What a shot. What? He's down to 30 HP. You know, that damage was traded. Yeah, and there goes the rest of it.
Absolutely screwed. This is a bold... Okay, no, never mind. I take it back. Hoodie, he gets himself an orb and gets the kill with a classic. Fair play.
Yeah, not a fight I had him pinned to win, but he has surprised us, let's say. The main thread of the round, indeed, in terms of investment as well, the Sheriff, out of play. BBL are going to move to the B site, which is currently being played retake. So they'll find a plan. They want to fight for control, though. These guys want... Oh, they're still going. 2 players stacked up here. G2 are just on the rotate to fight in this choke point. And in fact, AIM goes back out into it. Running into the firing squad. They've received the punishment. And now 5v2. This round looks like it's done.
1 enemy remaining.
Yeah, the shock dart eventually gets one, but it's already halved. It has to be swung by Turco, and it doesn't even matter. They're going to just close out the...
Towards this site. Indeed, this is where that Marshall, as you said, Tom, starts to meet a couple of challenges, and the first is going to be the wall that's up, now stopping him from spamming at all. The rest of the players moving forward to take those close range fights. The Spectres easily winning them. And the timing getting the better of Hoodie there.
Yeah, at this point, you should really be looking at a clean round out for BBL. A chance to build up economy, and unless they're going to really overface, well, they're not. It's going to be an easy closeout for them. 8 to 7.
I think they almost suspect an operator to be pushed up. They wait for that drone to go very far before they start to make a move. And now the side is theirs, at least the front of it. The backside, though, still firmly in G2's control. I like this spot from Aslan, but he'll only get the one from there. These weaker weapons facing a big challenge when they come into these heads-up duels with the rifles. And actually, a res committed. They want to fight for this. They've got some disadvantages, but a Vandal and a Guardian to work with. Oh, those duels are not going in the attacker's favor at all, though. Turco tucked away to try and save the day. A Spectre in his hands. They know exactly where he is. And that defuse is more than halfway. GG on that round. Well handled by Hoodie and by the entirety of G2. Right there. So it's they never did that though. They were just like, we'll go 5A, we'll go 5B, we'll go 5A, we'll go 5B.
Okay.
Interesting trades to start
at least got an entry, and Porus found one as well. Oh, almost a double coming up there. And well, now Nuke's found him off the back of it. Spike going to be down, and with the Blade Storm pop, this could be the beginning of the end. They've still got a player waiting back, by the way. Just look up where we currently have Avova just sitting at the spawn, just in case. And that was actually a dink! 3 HP for Mixwell through the corner of the wall. Even still, though, Nuke is here, and Turco's left to try and clutch this shore. One of the players is low, and actually, after this kill, it definitely becomes a little bit more interesting. He's wary of that player pushing him from behind and looks to maybe try and isolate him instead.
But that wall's going to break soon, and that's a problem now. Turco needs to make a move and walks right into it. Expect Avova, but that recon was already en route, so they've caught that information. Haven't been able to do anything with it, though.
And also, that Viper's Pit only just reaches the edge, so even planting it looks like it's going to be fairly difficult. I don't even know if they'll be able to plant within that ultimate, so it's kind of left them in a really awkward position to try and get through here. And of course, on the other side, they can just sort of place utility on the edge of it. Also, if you were to try and plant within that, they're just going to try and run through, or at least you'd assume them to. All going to go down, spam straight back. It actually kills the other player, so he will get the plant off. And Turco just goes big, managing to get a couple. At least the plant goes down, but he will be forced back.
He's going to be caught. Oh, no, he's just about... No! He's got caught! He popped the ulti and then got caught by it! He's stuck in his... I don't even know his bow.
It's a nice little setup. I like it already. And now for the attackers, looking to try and push into what is basically a stack Mixwell. He's going to get 2 before he actually teleports out of there. All right, well, that's a pretty decent start.
Yeah, ambitious to stick around that long as well, but I guess he knew he could be caught in his animation and said, hey, I'll just kill them all first. Everybody facing him at least. Hoodie's gone down. Nukia holding in towards the vents is also caught. And in fact, he's going to be chased all the way, hightailing into the A site and leaving just one player on B, Avova. Not even on B, actually inside of B main, having pushed up a little bit. That's a bit of an off angle for them to cover as they move out. But the shot's not going to be hit. And now they've identified exactly where Avova is. Only 12 seconds left. Great shot by Avova. And the other players are rushing down the spike. Aim has no chance. Surely will grab the kill, but no time.
Okay, no time. Yeah, I was about to say, like, I didn't expect him to get that kill, especially after reloading, but that was basically...
What you want?
That's a miserable boombot right there. One that's not allowed to move. It's been crippled along the way, and... Well, Mixwell's still in position. He's going to go down, but they're just trading effectively. And as I said, the rotations are just so fast at the moment. The spike down on the floor. He will get hit by the fault line, but there's no one to push off of it. So the value is null. And in the meantime, Meadow now has a flank.
Yeah, with this spike down, I have to say, a little bit over-aggressive from Hoodie. Meadow's not in the best of positions either, just being dropped in the one-to-ones. The reality is, though, in a round like this, you know, you'd love to sit here and say, look at the damage they did, but... they've lost their force buy, so it doesn't matter that G2 has.
executioner. Well, I was going to say going to be the man to watch, but actually, Hoodie already down. I was going to mention the Seekers, but that won't play a part in this round. Actually, Nuclear's gone down as well. This mid-aggression has failed miserably, and just the patience of BBL will take over that control. Now things become a little bit more difficult. As you mentioned, SMGs for the remainder of the players, excluding the Tour de Force, and over. He might hit timing here, but it'd have to be pretty lucky to get more than one. Now it's on to Mixor again.
The amount of steps coming his way. His TP not set up for this, so he's just a normal operator right now with a little bit of a buff to the weapon, but the shots aren't going to land. Oh, Aslan has mowed them down yet again. 4 kills in this round. G2
is flying.
A bit of a
and he's dead.
Shaky position with the pistols, but yeah, I didn't quite think Meadow was going to win that fight. This makes things a bit more complicated, but the rifles have closed in the distance on him. Good trade by Hoodie, though.
Down A.
Oh my god. Mixwell? Mixwell? Mixwell! He just runs at them! But he's going to be taken down, thankfully. Hoodie and Aim both apparently on 0 HP. They've got a sliver. Oh, Aim. You're dead. You're done. And that's a rifle retrieved. The spike down, and Aslan having to make a big clutch happen. He's flashed up. They know exactly where he is. And now even with Hoodie being low HP, you know, that element of surprise isn't there for Aslan anymore.
Okay, he's got 40 seconds to try and make something work. Of course, the spike down in a pretty awkward position. And yeah, Hoodie, he's been hearing all of those. Oh, for now, at least, they go back into the buy rounds, which in the last map, at least, was where they had success. And the same so far here. Kusha just tries to just go straight through. There's no smoke, nothing to cover up that angle. Well, if you're going to give fights like that to Mixo every round, he's going to be having a whale of a time. But he's going straight through. He just wants to brawl. And you know what? BBL are all about that life. They'll trade back in quick succession and leave just 2 standing.
Yeah, this could be problematic now. G2 getting a little over-aggressive. The showstopper used up. Nuke trying to bring the party to them, but they're having none of it. Nice connection. But it leaves it into a 1v2 of Vova. 15 seconds on the clock. He spotted them go to the site. Gravwell going to go down, but a little too late. That's already planted. He's going to make it away towards the elbow. Now there's 2 angles he can come from, but caught in the middle of a smoke. Oh, Vova! He's going to get away with both kills. And a 5th round for G2. The disrespect at the end. Thought that he was able to catch him off guard, and he was. But he got caught flashing, but he made it away. He didn't overextend out into it. These trades have come back to leave G2 into a 4 versus 3, excuse me, the advantage being theirs. But Vova's about to be challenged and taken down. That isolates Mixwell, who's getting Rolling Thundered. The ult in hand, he's not going to be able to scope in, and he's caught in the open. Back down to even territory.
Yeah, with Nuclear so desperately low, things definitely become a little bit more difficult. You're looking at Meadow to try and get something done here, and both players coming from the heavens. Cosmic Divide also going to go down, which actually will allow them to fall without making any noise. The problem is they've seen the utility from both angles, so they know that they're up there. It's left all onto Meadow in the clutch situation. First goes his way. He knows where the second is as well! And then now that's happened twice! 1v2 is just being lost left. Naturally, maybe the read's slightly off. Still, though, that spike dropped. I imagine Hoodie's now going to gain a little bit of support from Mixor coming back, and now they're pushing into where they went initially. But again, as I said, this is being watched.
Toxins going up.
Meadow's just swinging out wider versus these pistols. It didn't matter that the first player wasn't expecting it. The reaction was quick as can be. Aim is sticking around. He's not going to make it around the corner. Oh, wait, they actually didn't notice. Mixwell asleep at the wheel for a second. Aim manages to grab that kill, but he's backing off into heavy traffic still. Connecting kills as he goes. Ready for a Vova to be there. It's left to Hoodie to try and make the 1v2 happen.
Not again. Not again. They've already had a couple of them within this game. If it happens once more, I think the mental will be broken, and AIM-DLL is going to make sure that it doesn't happen. Big round from him.
On this one, having lost Hoodie, they lose their initiation into a lot of these duels. All right.
Oh, I guess the UK thought they were pushing up mid. Instead, they've got walking into a Vova. Quick reaction shots from him. He is having a game and a half. 9-3. Yeah, just a W key from Mixwell, clearly feeling confident. Now, there's only one spot in this wall they can go through. Sky Flash actually completely blinds Mixwell, but it doesn't matter. He'll survive. And he's fighting so awkward. How is Mixwell? I feel like there must be something wrong with the hitbox because he is just dodging bullets every single round.
Yeah, that was ridiculous. The amount of shots that came at this guy, Pora in mid the other round. I don't know what's going on right now. Hey, Turco's got him at last, and another. Okay, BBL are still in this. Turco's low. You can pop a heal in a little bit. It's not online just yet. Well, he can actually. Because Hoodie's come up behind him. Good night, sweet dreams. 2 kills, 3 kills, and that's it cleaned up. Wow. And that effectively means that Nuki is now going to become the super late lurker. They've dropped Pora instantly, and that leaves Nukia. He's hearing all the steps. 2 players at least. Hello, good night.
Oh, no.
All right, well, he doesn't take him down, although he does quite a bit of damage. Cuties again on 1 HP. You're saying this guy needs to show up. Well, he's almost been taken out of the round before it started. A good attempt by Turco, but much more to be done.
Yeah, the problem is they're going to have the thought in the back of the mind that they have to try and deal with Nukia. They don't even know if he's wrapped back through mid, but he's currently just playing that late flank meadow in a good position to try and fight this back. And with Kushner low, it's already over. Turco has to ace this to win, and he's doing a damn good job already with 3 kills on the board, but the time is ticking. And Meadow's just playing with his food, baiting that time down for his teammate, and even walks through the snake bite for Nukia to close it out. Great round from Ching, almost for the retake, but this is a pretty bold play to make. It's not even like they have any ultimates that can get them that space once again. So they're just going to need this instant kill, and they're not getting anything for it. Nukia now claims the space in towards the spot. He's still pushing. All right. That might be a little bit overzealous, and Mixwell's trying to pre-fire as they run around the corner. There's still an opportunity here. He switches to the judge. That's disgusting. You can't go for these sort of kills, Mixwell. Well, the res is there to at least give them a chance, but time has been wasted.
They picked their own poison on that one, didn't they? Aslan's own judge used to stop that push. The blast pack from Cutie leads to a bullet in the back of his head as Meadow finishes this one out for G2. 13-3. A dominant scoreline.